6 months ago tonight, a group of friends in the Northland gathered to watch the Chiefs game and to hang out. 3 of those friends were later found dead in the backyard of Jordan Willis's home. Tonight, the families of those 3 dead men have few answers, and they say their questions are being ignored. Fox 4's Malik Jackson is live at KCPD headquarters tonight. Malik, you've been following this from the beginning. You've been the first to report major developments in this investigation. Now you've found out that many of the victims' loved ones are losing hope.
They're hopeless, Kevin. They thought with as much attention as this case received that answers would come swiftly, but this process has been anything but swift. A lawyer close to these families tells me due to the lack of communication from prosecutors and police, it leads him to believe charges may never be filed. This all the backdrop as the medical examiner has confirmed with Fox 4 that their work is done, and we've reached another milestone, and we still have little to no answers.
Through this whole thing, I had a hard time getting anybody to answer me.
My nephew died a tragic death along with 2 of his friends. And nobody's being held accountable.
You can hear and you can feel it, frustration and desperation for answers. Who, if anybody, will be held responsible for the deaths of Clayton McGinney and David Harrington?
If your car blew up right now, what happened? Well, they're going to find out what happened. A plane crash is what they do. Get the black box, they find out what happened. But with this, 3 dead men, they don't do anything. It appears they don't do anything. And if they are, let us know.
First on Fox 4, months after preliminary toxicology reports were released to the family showing cocaine and fentanyl in the systems of these 3 men, we've learned those reports were finalized on January 31st of this year, nearly 6 months ago. The ME saying, quote, "Our office finalized cause and manners of death for all 3 of the referenced decedents. Yet all 3 families have struggled to get any information out of police or the Platte County Prosecutor's Office, besides that this is an open investigation. In fact, after reaching out for months to the prosecutor's office, the last communication with Fox 4, they said, quote, "Nothing more to talk about this case at this time. Mr. Zahn is not commenting on phone or otherwise about it until investigation is complete." Now, why it is so important when those reports from the medical examiner were finalized is because we were told from the very beginning that that was the thing that was holding up the investigation. So now that we know that those have been in for some time, it begs the question, what is the holdup in this investigation? And while we know what was in these men's systems, it is unclear, and the medical examiner refuses to tell even these families the cause or the manner of Johnson, McGinney, or Harrington's deaths. Kevin.
So, Malik, what do we know tonight about Jordan Willis? That was the man who lived in the home. His attorneys changed his stories multiple times, but we haven't seen or heard from him yet.
Yeah, last we heard about Jordan Willis, he was from a source within the family who told us that he had actually checked into rehab to face his problem with addiction head on. That was months ago, and since then we haven't heard from him, his family, or his lawyer. Of course, Fox 4 reached out to him and his attorney, as well as the 5th man and his lawyer, and at this hour, we have not heard from either of those 4 men. Kevin.
Thank you, Malik. Malik Jackson live outside KCPD headquarters tonight.